Today, we are going to take a look at the Sigma MC-11 adapter for Canon EF lenses. I've read this adapter was recommended more than the Metabones adapter, so I bought it specifically for my Canon 100mm macro lens. This is the only Canon lens I'll use this adapter for. Every other lens I have is Sony specific. If it works out well, this should save me money from having to buy the Sony 90mm macro lens. I've never used an adapter before and I was a little surprised at how simple it is. It's nothing more than an attachment that clicks right on and stays securely fastened. I can say that this combo does make the camera feel forward heavy, which was only an issue for me because I had to use one hand to record the video and one hand on the camera. But when using two hands, it's not a big deal. So let's go take a macro photo walk in this garden and see if I like the MC-11 adapter. First off, I mainly use continuous autofocus with a spot picked on the screen. You can see the little box around the spider so that it stays focused on the spider. However, the camera did do a lot of hunting on this spider, even after I manually had the focus in the right spot. You'll see as soon as I click the focus, it will hunt. Not a good start, but I can't completely blame this adapter because sometimes this lens will do that without the adapter. Here's a view of how small the spider is and the distance from me to the spider. Eventually, I got a nice sharp photo of the spider. Next, this yellow flower did better than the spider. Maybe it's because there is more mass to focus on, but no lens hunting on this one. I found the focus spots to be on target and sharp to what I was hoping for. Here is a flower pod that is between blooming. I'm using a monopod to help keep my camera level. Without a monopod, I wouldn't be able to photograph this one-handed due to the weight of the lens causing my hand to shake too much. The image quality is coming out nice and clear from the Sony. I didn't see anything that jumps out at me as lacking compared to the Canon body. Here's some orchids. The autofocus is still doing a good job with these flowers. The 100mm macro is my favorite lens from Canon, and so far the adapter is doing a good job. I think this is a banana tree. I like the patterns at the trunk of this tree, so I usually take some macro photos of it every time I come here. I don't believe I've seen this flower here before. The deep purple in the center really caught my attention. I have the spot focus in the middle of the flower, and still the adapter is keeping up with my movements. Next up are the sunflowers. The sun was giving these leaves a lot of backlight, which works out great for a photo here. This next flower was difficult because I couldn't set my monopod on the ground due to the angle, so my hand is shaking a lot for this photo. But the autofocus did hold up and there was some hunting, but not like the spider. Eventually I got the photo I wanted. Okay, this one was really testing the autofocus. The wind kept blowing and shaking the flower all around, even to the point of the flower being out of my view, but when it came back into view, the autofocus was pretty quick to find the flower again. Lastly, I found another insect to photograph. Luckily, I saw him on the way out of the garden. He's too busy eating to care about a lens scaring him, so this was a perfect opportunity. I'm trying to get the spot focus to focus over his eyes, and again it worked perfectly well. I think the spider at the beginning was lens hunting due to how small it was. It doesn't seem like I had that issue too much afterward. I would say this adapter was worth the purchase, and I'm going to continue to use it for this lens. Maybe one day I'll buy the 90mm lens because I hear it is the sharpest lens Sony has, but as of right now, I can't justify having two macro lenses since this adapter does such a good job. Alright, let's take a look at how we did. I would say my favorites are number 1, number 6, and number 10. So which photo do you like most? Vote by leaving a comment below. Thanks for watching.